you're starting a GLP-1 medication like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro, or you've been on one for a while, then you want the best possible results for the time, the effort, and the money that you're putting in. But here's the thing, it's not as easy as taking the injection and waiting for results to happen. There are things that you need to know and do to make sure that your results not only last, but are also the best results possible. And that's exactly what I'll be going through today and for the next few weeks. This is my GLP-1 medication optimization series, and over the next 5 or so weeks, I will be covering everything that I think you need to know to help make sure that you get the most out of using your GLP-1 medications. And so that means things from managing side effects to preserving your muscle and bone mass, all the way to how you can keep your results for the long term after you stop the medication. Because right now, as it stands, the research is showing that people do put a significant amount of the weight that they lose back on after stopping therapy. So I'll be going through how you can help make sure you do minimize that. My name is Carmony. I'm a pharmacist here in Australia, and I work with these medications very often and keep running into patients who aren't quite aware of all the things that we will be going through in this series. In a pharmacy, there simply isn't the time to go through all the information that I would like to, and that's why I'm making these videos where I can take up as much time as I like explaining things. In this first episode, I'll be going through how these medications actually work and what you can expect in the first few months of taking them. So let's go. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1, and this is a hormone that your body naturally makes when you eat food. So it's part of a group of hormones called incretin hormones, and these hormones, they help your body handle food after a meal. Now, GLP-1 has 3 main jobs. The first is blood sugar control. It tells your pancreas to release insulin after you eat, and insulin is a very important hormone for controlling your blood sugar levels. It helps glucose move from your blood into your cells, which helps keep your blood sugar levels low. Now, the second thing that GLP-1s do is slow down stomach emptying. This means that food will stay in your stomach for longer, and that means you feel fuller for longer, which will impact on the amount of food that you eat. And the third thing that GLP-1 does is send signals to your brain to reduce your appetite, which leads to, again, a reduction in hunger and cravings. And so these GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, they are known as GLP-1 analogs, which means that they act in the same way as your body's natural GLP-1 hormone. And people with type 2 diabetes or obesity, they often have less of the natural GLP-1 hormone activity, and so the medication, it aims to give a boost to that. So what can you expect when you start these medications? Well, most people will notice appetite changes within the first week or two, and you may notice you're thinking less about food and smaller portions of food begin to fill you up. You may also find that your food preferences start to change. Things that you really enjoyed before might seem less appealing, and this can be a little bit difficult to navigate. With less food coming into your body, it means less energy is coming in, and so fatigue can be a common symptom or side effect, but this usually improves once you settle into a bit of a new routine, and we will go through how to deal with all of this in the coming weeks or the coming episodes of this. Now, weight loss is usually fastest in the first couple of months. It tends to be around 0.5 to 1.5 kilograms per week, but then it actually slows down, and this is again normal. Your body adapts to the situation. It will notice that you are losing weight, and then it will start conserving your energy, while your hunger hormones will actually work harder to get you eating a bit more again. And this happens because your body has a natural set point. It's what your body thinks is the normal body weight. And so when you start to lose weight, your body actually thinks it needs to protect you and bring your weight back up. And so that's why after a couple of months of weight loss, it does become a bit more challenging, but just know that this is actually very normal. Your medication hasn't stopped working. But this is where lifestyle habits really matter so that you can push through. Now, you also need to keep in mind that these medications, they don't work indefinitely. Most of the trials and the research at the moment, they've been showing that after 12 to 18 months, weight loss does tend to plateau. And this is really where lifestyle factors take over, which is what I'm really trying to help with and give you information on. Now, most of the side effects that come as a result of GLP-1s are manageable, but there are a few red flags that you do need to look out for, and if you experience them, get in touch with your doctor. I'll put them up on the screen here. They are essentially the most extreme versions of what many people experience as side effects. While these are rare, you do need to be aware of them. So now that you know what's happening in the body when you start using a GLP-1 medication, in the next video, I'll go a bit deeper into side effects and how you can manage them. This will include nausea, bloating, and constipation, which I think tend to be the most common issues that I've seen people run into. Now, if you have any questions at all, it's very hard to give very specific information in videos like this because everyone's going to be a little bit different. So if you have something that you really need to ask a question about, put it in the comments or email me. My email is going to be at the top of the description. I'll do what I can to help. But if you're ready for another video, then click here. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, keep playing the long game.